For years, new technology and globalization eliminated thousands of well-paying manufacturing jobs throughout industrial America. The recession doubled the pain as demand for manufactured goods plummeted, driving even more people out of work. But things are slowly beginning to change. The nation's factories have added 250,000 jobs since the beginning of last year, marking the first sustained increase in manufacturing employment since 1997.
We clearly live in a globally integrated world today, and you either adapt or you perish. And we have learned that by making sure we have a very flat organizational structure, constantly focus on lean manufacturing and continuous improvement, we can compete with people all over the world, and we can compete with anyone.
Even as American manufacturing comes back, for some workers, wages are lower and retirement plans inadequate. Others, however, are thriving, particularly one group enabled by implementing something called the ESOP structure.
In 1998, Congress had the bipartisan vision to create private ESOP companies. Up until that time, only public companies really could be ESOPs. But Congress did this because these companies create real benefits for workers, retirement savings, job security, and real benefits for the companies they work for, higher profitability and more corporate growth. Congress takes the blame for an awful lot these days, and I would say this is one thing Congress got right.
An ESOP is a qualified defined contribution retirement plan that provides employees of a company with retirement savings through their investments in their employer's stock at no cost to the employee. Congress created the S Corporation ESOP structure to encourage and expand retirement savings by giving more workers the opportunity to have equity in the companies where they work.
Most importantly, we put tremendous emphasis on people development and making sure we've got the right people in the right jobs. One of the keys to that success is our Subchapter S ESOP structure, which is a strong motivator for all of our employees, knowing that they're going to share in the success of the company when their retirement years begin.
Amsted Industries is a private sub-S ESOP company that is competing and thriving. Over the last decade, Amsted has prospered in North America and expanded throughout the world with manufactured products, including some produced in U.S. foundries over 100 years old.
Amsted Industries is a private sub-S ESOP company that has done well not only in North America but also in the international market. And because of its employees, over time, they've been able to demonstrate creativity in order to be able to ship into those foreign markets. And we've prospered both here in North America and globally over the last 10 years. Some of these products are coming from facilities in the United States that have been here for over 100 years.
Because the company is owned by the employee's retirement plan, employees behave like owners. Also, in an age of inadequate retirement savings, ESOP participants end up with retirement savings that far exceed the norm.
Most of working Americans don't have any kind of retirement savings plan, and the ESOP is a company-supported plan for every worker in these companies, and that's an extraordinary benefit. It's also a lot more powerful than a 401k plan, which is great, but typically that's funded by the employee themselves, whereas the ESOP is funded by the company.
Amsted Industries is a diversified manufacturer of industrial components, serving primarily the railroad, vehicular, and construction markets. Building on its success designing and manufacturing products for the North American market, Amsted now derives 1/3 of its revenues from outside the U.S. Amsted has 47 manufacturing facilities in 11 countries with approximately 11,000 employees worldwide. The company is one of about 10,000 ESOP-structured companies employing more than 10 million people nationwide.
I've had experience with a number of large public companies. Often the focus in those companies is on quarterly earnings performance and on acquisitions which may make a significant splash in the media but don't necessarily add value. With an ESOP company, there's a strong orientation to constantly figuring out ways to grow the company, to create value, knowing that that impact is going to be directly for the benefit of the workers who are counting on that for their retirement in their later years.
An ESOP-structured company, like Amsted, is a primary example of a company with roots over 100 years old, prospering the old-fashioned way. Good people, hard work, and focused management and strategies.
The starting point for our success is to make sure everything we do is done with the utmost integrity, whether it's in the United States or any of the foreign countries that we operate in. We put a tremendous emphasis on performance, and the way we get that outstanding performance is a very open, challenging style in everything we do. We also spend a great deal of time developing specific strategies so that we have very clear roadmaps for all the actions we're going to take during the coming year.
S corporation ESOPs have been very powerful, very effective tools. Congress has done a lot in the area of tax programs to encourage savings, and we would say that this is about the most powerful tax-driven savings program that Congress has ever created. Our view is that Congress should do more to preserve and promote these structures to allow more employees to benefit rather than to do anything that would get in their way.
At this Amsted plant, Branco Bearings in Petersburg, Virginia, the employees take pride in showing up each day to work at their own company, knowing that they are investing in their future.
It's a privilege to have. Aside from what they have to offer us, it actually boosts a lot of morale around the plants, knowing that we have this good thing going on. A lot of the employees that we bring along here to Branco, when they find out that we have this ESOP ownership plan going, it's kind of a boost for those guys as well, knowing that we have a good thing going for us here.
The next time you are stopped at a railroad crossing watching a freight train go by, frustrated by the wait, remember that the entire undercarriage of each car is built by Americans with good manufacturing jobs in a company where they own a piece of the rock. To learn more about S Corporation ESOPs, visit Employee-Owned S Corporations of America at esca.us.